This is a part 1 recap of my project paneling the inside of my stairs. It turned out really cool, so make sure you stay to the end to see the reveal. I'm very inspired by a lot of mid-century things, especially things that take a lot of craftsmanship and skill. And so this was a really fun project for me, as not just, cheap renovations where you just slap some paint on the wall or do some beadboard or something. This project took a lot of work, but honestly, it's turned out so freaking cool. I can't even believe it. I love just looking at my stairs now. I wanted to explain a little bit more about the technical side of this because I don't talk about that a lot on my other videos, but I'm using a 1/4 inch red oak plywood. The color in this shot is what it looks like when you buy it from the store. And I finish it with something called Odie's oil. So first you spray water on it and then make sure it dries, and then you just put it on. It's this really thick, almost like honey. And then you really got to buff it and work it a lot. That's why there's a lot of these videos. Honestly, half the time I'm just trying to finish these panels, but they turn out so cool once they're done and have this really beautiful sort of honey red color. That's where the red oak comes in. And then while I was installing, there was this bulge, so I had to get rid of that on the ceiling. And I just used construction adhesive and brad nails to finish it to the wall. The construction adhesive is basically what gives it all the strength, and the brad nails just hold it tight to the wall while the construction adhesive dries. One of the really important parts of this project, especially if you're going to do this for yourself, is making sure that your bottom line is very straight, because that's where you're going to see a lot of the issues. Is if your panels don't line up along those seams, then the seam lines are going to be very obvious. That's why I use a lot of these plywood pieces to make sure that my lines are perfectly straight and the seams look totally clean. And in person, you really can't even see the seams unless you're totally trying to find them, which was something I was trying to accomplish. And then as you can see, I'm adjusting some of the panels to make sure the grain looks totally perfect and the way that I like. One of my main goals with this project was to have sort of a showstopper stairs, because I hate going into homes, especially like these new custom homes that cost millions of dollars, and it's just like they use just premium materials, but frankly it's nothing cool other than the fact that it's expensive, which is not that cool in my opinion. So this was a really cool project. Honestly, the materials were not that expensive. Collectively, all the materials for just paneling the inside of the stairs were probably $800 to $900. So be sure to like this video and follow me, because I'm just getting started.